I always say that if I didn't do the things that people told me not to do, I wouldn't be where I am today. You gotta go against the grain. You gotta have a point of difference. Don't be like everybody else. Have that point of difference.
A modern-day Renaissance man, Phil Romano believes that actions speak louder than words. His energy echoes in everything that he creates. The success of his international restaurant chains, Fuddruckers and Romano's Macaroni Grill, only scratch the surface of his vast accomplishments.
I like to create things. And if I'm not creating a business or creating a restaurant or something, I gotta do something. So in my downtime, I like what evolves out of a piece of art. I mean, it's like creating something that's never been before. It's the only one on earth like this. My art, I look at it and I say, wow, you know, I like it, it turns me on. You know, somebody else has gotta like it. And this is the way I've been in my businesses too. You know, it's like, if it doesn't feel good to me, it's not gonna feel good to the customer. I remember my first taste of being an entrepreneur, being in business, was a paper route. I knocked on the door and I said, you know, how much extra would you pay me if I put this paper between your storm door and your regular door, so I'd have to step out in the cold? And I let them give me the value of what that was worth to them. And I ended up making about $25 a week, all that extra money, because I gave something to the people that they wanted and they needed. And I let them put the value on it. And that's when I learned that, you know, servicing a need is what really prompts a good business. You never think about making profit. You think about service, giving the people something they want, and you make twice as much profit. I get bored very easily. If I'm doing something too long, I get scared. I'm afraid I'm going to be doing that the rest of my life. I want a bunch of things in my life, not the same thing all the time. So when I did restaurants, people said, how could you sell a restaurant? It's successful, it's going. And I said, I sold it because I want to do another one. I got another idea. All of a sudden, I was 50 years old, and I had a pain in my side. Didn't know what it was. I thought it was appendicitis, you know. And the doctor said, oh, it's appendicitis. You know, this weekend we'll have it, take it out. Well, it got better instead of worse. He said, well, it's not appendicitis. Let's check it out. So checked it out, and sure enough, they had a big a mass on the side of my appendix. Said that if and when I die, not if I die, but when I die, it's not going to be from that. I had the type of cancer that was not only treatable, but curable, malignant lymphoma. So, but at that point in my life, I became very impetuous. Man, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to do all I could do. I got impetuous. I'm out there, I'm going to do these things, I want to do concepts. And like, maybe I'm an entrepreneur, but I've really been productive and prolific. And my old age, not my young age, I learned how to do it when I was young, but man, I started doing more stuff now. I'm busier than I've ever been. I'm doing more things than I've ever done, because I got that feeling that I got to do them now, you know. A thought just went through my head. I got to do it now. I can't when I'm dead. I live in this community, and the people here are my responsibility. My neighbors, I got to take care of them. They live in the same city I do. I want to make that city strong, my community strong. So we started Hunger Busters, and that's feeding the homeless. We've been going now for over 7 years, and we haven't missed a day out there. We go out there 3 times a week, or while they're feeding maybe about 3,000 people a week out there. I'm not doing it for money. Money to me is applause. I think fear is a great motivator. I mean, what's going to happen to me? You know, I'm an entrepreneur. I have nothing to fall back on. You know, and if this doesn't work, man, I'm dead in the water. I got to make it work. I fear what's going to happen to me if it doesn't work. So I make it work. I think what you do lives after you. People remember you by what you did. I want to make my mark. I don't want a tombstone when I die. I want to be remembered by the things I've done, the things I left behind. And that's not a tombstone.